Now, one reason why writing good ads or creating good copy on your landing pages and even in your emails and in your blogs and anything that you do that's written, one reason why creating good copy is so important is because you could be the best in the world at what you do. But if you can't communicate how you are good at what you do, no one is really going to believe you, or no one is going to really care about what it is that you do. So in your business, having the skill of copywriting, which is just creating good written text that actually motivates people to take action. And this text, like I mentioned, could be in your emails, it could be in your Facebook ads, it could be on your blogs, it could be on your website, right? Any text that you create, it's important that you create this text so that it motivates people to take action. And what I found by helping different clients with their text on their landing pages and ads and on their emails, because that's something that I provide that one-to-one support to actually review their work and give them feedback and suggestions. And by doing this, I've found that there's a few mistakes that come up again and again and again. So in this video, what I want to do is share with you some of my best tips when it comes to creating content that actually converts, that actually gets people to take action. And you can use these tips not just in your ads, but in your landing pages, your emails, and everything else that you're doing that is written content. Now, before I start, I just want to make sure that you understand probably one of the most important things when it comes to copywriting, and that is your offer. What is it that you're actually offering to help people with? And this is so important because sometimes you don't even need to be really good at copywriting if you have a really good offer. So with that out of the way, the first thing that I recommend that you do when it comes to creating copywriting content that's actually going to convert is to be specific. Now, the more specific you are with a problem that people have, the more likely people are to actually visualize how you can help them solve this problem. And this is so important because if you just say to someone, I can help you increase your sales, or I can help you get, whatever it is, get something better, or help you do this better, or whatever it might be. If you just say words like better or increase, it's okay, it's better than nothing, but it's not really specific as to how you can help them. So one of the reasons in my offer, what I say is I can help you get 10, 15, 30 or more high quality sales appointments with your ideal clients. And that's the main offer that I offer in my business. The reason I say it like that is because it's specific. People can actually visualize what will happen. They can visualize what will happen if they had 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, appointments every single month with good quality clients or good quality potential clients. You can actually visualize that result. And if someone can visualize a result, it means they're more likely to see how your service or what it is that you do can actually help them. So being specific is really, really important if you want to motivate people to take action. Because if people can't imagine what their life or their situation would be like after working with you because you're not specific enough, you're going to get less people taking action. Now, my second tip is to make a big promise. So when I say make a big promise, I mean make a big promise, which is going to be a promise about the result that you can get for people. But when it comes to making a big promise, you don't want to make a big promise that is just unrealistic and something that just sounds maybe a little bit too good to be true, because maybe it is too good to be true, right? So you want to make a big promise that's realistic, something that you've achieved in the past for other clients and something that you can achieve for future clients that start working with you. Now, in your business, think about what is a realistic goal and a big promise that you can achieve for people. And you also don't want to make it too small where, people think, it's just not that much of a big deal if you can actually help me. So you want to make the promise not too big, not too small, but just right, where you think this is a realistic promise that you can get, and it's going to get people excited about learning more about how you can actually help them. Now, my third tip is to just keep things simple. Don't try to overcomplicate it. Usually I found the more simple everything is, so if you use less words, you usually get better results. Because you need to keep everything as simple as possible. And really what you want to do is you want to keep your writing at a 5th grade level or lower. Now, if you're not sure if what you're writing on your Facebook ads or your emails or your blog content is at a 5th grade level or lower, you can use the app, the Hemingway app, to copy and paste your text in that website, and that website will tell you, roughly speaking, at what level your text is. And then my final tip to create content that gets people to take action and move forward in the next step in your sales process is to try your best to use illustrations as much as possible, or use some sort of examples, again, so people can visualize how you can help them. And illustrations are kind of like telling a story to people so that they can understand how you can help them. So a good thing that you can do when it comes to creating illustrations or creating examples so people can visualize even more how you can help them is when you're speaking or going through different parts of your content, you could say, if you're maybe explaining something about your service, you could say it's kind of like this, or it's kind of like that. And then when you say it's kind of like, you're basically telling people it's kind of like this other thing that they can easily imagine and they can easily picture. So I'll give you an example. When I help people generate leads with one of the channels that we use, which is LinkedIn, I say it's kind of like networking, but instead of networking to people face to face, you're networking to people online. And instead of meeting people at random networking events, you can actually pick and choose who you speak to so you don't waste your time. So that's how I can compare generating leads and getting more business on LinkedIn with networking events, with going to networking events, which a lot of potential clients that I work with, at least before COVID began, they were doing a lot of networking, going to a lot of networking events and seminars and things like this, and they were looking for a better way to generate leads and generate more clients. So by saying to people it's kind of like networking, but instead of doing it face to face, you're doing it online, it's easier for people to visualize how it actually all works. So in your business, think about any content that you've created, or when you're creating content, think about, are there ways that you can say it's kind of like this or it's kind of like that, so that people can more easily visualize how it can help them. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.